Kash Patel is seriously damaging the FBI's reputation at a time when the agency can least afford it. The controversy around his nomination for FBI director was apparent from the start. He simply wasn't the right fit for such a critical role. Unlike his predecessors, Patel lacked the extensive law enforcement background typically seen in FBI leaders. Beyond credentials, his behavior raised eyebrows. He authored a children's book that wrongly asserted the 2020 election was stolen, expressed agreement with certain facets of the QAnon conspiracy theory, and publicly labeled a group of government workers government gangsters. These actions alone should have set off alarm bells, yet the Senate moved forward. Despite unanimous Democratic opposition and only the dissent of two Republicans, Susan Collins and Lisa Murkowski, Patel was confirmed in a narrow 51-49 vote. The majority of Republican senators acknowledged his shortcomings, but still handed him control of the FBI, a decision that now looks deeply regrettable. Patel's tenure has been marked by missteps that undermine the agency's integrity, alarming even those aligned with former President Trump. Take his handling of the Jeffrey Epstein files. Before becoming FBI director, Patel urged House Republicans to put on your big boy pants and release information related to Epstein's crimes. Yet once in charge, he insisted that all credible information had already been made public, a claim rejected by many in the MAGA community who remain skeptical. Then there is the investigation into the shooting of conservative influencer Charlie Kirk. From the outset, Patel displayed a troubling lack of professionalism. Mere hours after the incident, he tweeted that the subject was in custody, only to retract that statement 90 minutes later, when the supposed suspect was released. This was not a sign of effective law enforcement. It was a public relations disaster that further damaged trust in the FBI during a critical moment when clarity and truth were paramount. The following day, Patel teamed up with Deputy FBI Director Dan Bongino for a fiery conference call with law enforcement leaders nationwide. According to multiple sources cited by the New York Times, Patel berated his subordinates over delays in providing him with information. The tone was unprofessional and divisive, undermining internal morale and public confidence. When the FBI finally announced the arrest of Tyler Robinson in connection with the Kirk shooting, Patel closed the press conference with a personal and somewhat unusual tribute. To my friend, Charlie Kirk, rest now, brother. We have the watch, and I'll see you in Valhalla. While heartfelt, this kind of rhetoric, mixed with inconsistent communication, politicized the investigation and weakened the image of an impartial justice system. Patel's recent appearance before the Senate Judiciary Committee only deepened concerns about his suitability. Rather than demonstrating the calm, measured demeanor expected of an FBI director, he engaged in heated exchanges with lawmakers, most notably California Senator Adam Schiff. During a particularly intense confrontation, Patel called Schiff the biggest fraud to ever sit in the United States Senate, and referred to him as a political buffoon. Such language is shocking coming from someone supposed to lead a prestigious and nonpartisan institution. Patel also clashed with Congressman Eric Swalwell, even at one point breaking into a childish song to mockingly demand Swalwell spell out a question he declined to answer. These antics do not inspire confidence in Patel's leadership or his respect for the office's responsibilities. Despite alienating factions within the Republican base, bungling the Kirk probe, and publicly clashing with congressional overseers, Patel appears to face no serious consequences. Welcome to the troubling reality we live in today, an era of zero accountability. In this administration, words and actions come with no price tags. People fall ill without proper responses. Citizens are detained without clear cause. Officials evade truth and scrutiny. And powerful figures like former President Trump wield influence unchecked. Patel's missteps and disrespect toward elected overseers go unpunished. His reaction instead is to dismiss criticism with insults. Patel's record reads like a litany of major failures and abuses that would typically disqualify someone from leading any federal law enforcement agency. His bungled management of the Epstein file disclosures, politicization of the FBI, and encouragement of conspiracy theories have all contributed to eroding the foundation of public trust. Each alone would be damaging, but together they have effectively gutted the FBI's credibility and weakened the institutional protections designed to shield the public from violence, corruption, and abuse of power. Yet, here we are, with no change in sight. Why? Because in the current Washington climate, the only thing that truly matters is the wins of Donald Trump. Neither incompetence, dishonesty, nor endangering sensitive investigations will lead to Patel's removal. And that is the deeper danger Patel represents. Beyond his apparent unfitness for the post, he embodies the harsh truth that our crucial institutions, checks and balances, and even public outrage have lost their influence. We are trapped in a cycle where the fate of key leaders depends solely on political allegiance rather than merit or accountability. Until this reality is confronted head-on, citizens will continue to bear the consequences, learning painful lessons the hard way. So what do you think? Is it time for more rigorous oversight and true accountability in Washington? Or has the political environment become too fractured to allow it? Do Patel's actions warrant his removal? Or is this simply a new normal we have to accept? Share your thoughts and join the conversation below. For more in-depth perspectives from voices like Michael Steele, Alicia Menendez, and Simone Sanders Townsend, tune in to The Weeknight, airing every Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. ET on MSNBC. Michael Steele is a co-host of The Weeknight on MSNBC. He previously served as Maryland's lieutenant governor and as chairman of the Republican National Committee.